And line up. Give me 3 lines. Give me a left, a middle, and a right. Folks, we're going to play a game. We've done this a couple of times before. This game is called Good, Bad, and Worst Advice. So the process that we'll have here is I will get questions from you that, maybe you'd like a high schooler, I don't know why, opinion about things. And this line here is going to give you really good advice. The middle line, however, is going to give you some questionably bad advice. And of course, the far line, led by Ella, is going to give you the worst possible advice they could think of because they are teenagers. So, to get us started, we need a random question. I'll just go here. Hey, wonderful person. Is there any question that you would like to ask, any advice that you would like from a teenager?
What's the worst color to dye your hair to join a gang?
The worst color to dye your hair if you're looking to join a gang. Some good advice, Ryan?
Anything pink is for women.
That was the good advice? All right, Dalton, some bad advice?
So, I have this great idea. I actually saw it on TikTok once. What you need to do is just dye half of your head, make one side red and the other side blue, and I think that would work beautifully.
It's right down the middle is what you're... All right, Ella, really, really bad advice.
So back in my day, I was actually in a gang, and what I like to do was just shave my head and then put like a tattoo on it, and I had like a snake.
All right, well, there you go. There's your answers. Would you guys swap some lines for a minute? A snake. All right. Very good. I will come all the way. Oh, it's Casey. Casey. I knew I'd find you. All right. Casey, is there any question that you would like to ask some advice on? Something that, maybe's been burning in your head?
How to make Byerly laugh.
Oh, so, improv team, Casey's interested in advice to make Mr. Byerly laugh. Some good advice, Dana?
Yeah, well, my name's Ryan Klinger. Basically, just be me. Everything I say, he gives me a pity laugh.
I thought I was hiding it better than that. All right, Zayden, could you give me some bad advice for making me laugh?
Now, I might not have any classes with Mr. Byerly, but I do know that Mr. Byerly loves to smile. And one way to make Mr. Byerly smile is to walk right up to him and give him a big old smooch.
Bad indeed, my friend. Yes. Don't take Algebra 2. All right. Riley, you, however, are going to give some horrible advice for getting Mr. Byerly to smile, laugh.
The best way to get Mr. Byerly to laugh or smile is to be in his honors algebra 2 class, which is first period in the morning at 8 o'clock, and nobody's awake, so nobody answers anything. So he'll be very, very happy while he's standing up at the board asking, "What does this equal?" And then he's laughing all day.
Yeah, as it turns out, I'm real good at entertaining myself in first period. That's about it. Very good. Would you guys all rotate? That was fantastic. Thank you. Good advice. Thank you, Casey. All right, I'll wander back over here. Joey, are you still here someplace? All right, Joey. A question that you might want some advice on?
What do you do if your wife leaves you?
Oh, that is a rough one. So, in the off chance that I have a lot of explaining to do when I get home tonight, could you tell me some good advice?
I suggest just taking things calmly, take it nicely, don't rush anything, don't do anything you might regret, like shave your head.
Snake tattoo.
Snake tattoo. But yeah, just keep things calm and have some you time.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right, I'll take that. Isaac, I'm a little bit worried about your bad advice, though.
All right, Sonny, as your uncle, I've been divorced at least 5 times, and I'm just gonna say, reject that hoe, move on to the next.
Right. So, just to clarify, I know what that sounded like. So, Isaac is in statistics, and when we say the word "oh," what we mean is the null hypothesis, right? We'll talk later. All right. So over here, Miss Crockett, some really bad advice.
So, my lawyer says that I'm not really allowed to talk about it, but she's not here tonight. I was actually divorced recently, as you can see. I'm on bail right now. I can't really talk about what happened to her, but I'm just saying if you look out in the Legion Park, don't dig up.
And don't take your dog. All right, very good. Everybody rotate. We'll do one more. Sorry, I was pondering all of that. Let's see. Oh, you right there. Do you have a question? Is there anything that you want to ask them? Yes. Okay. So, if you guys are having a cow, now do you remember that? It's an 80s reference that kid just made. So, if you're having a cow, you're like having a very, you're like spazzing out, right? Got it? You guys all understand that. So, if you're having, how would you deal with your mother if you are experiencing a lot of anxiety? Is exactly what he just said. All right, good advice. Johnny.
So really, you don't want to get like too over, steamed there. Don't slam your door on her. Don't do things like that. I just close the door. I just leave for a minute, and maybe things will eventually calm down. Maybe say I'm sorry, or something's going on. Talk about it.
Excellent, Johnny. That's a very good advice. Mr. Klinger, some bad advice.
Well, if you make your mom mad, you always have your dad, so don't worry.
That is how that plays, yep. And then, Dalton, could you finish off this game by giving us some absolutely horrible advice?
So of course, if you make your mom mad and you're feeling really, really anxious and you just can't calm down, I have a great idea. What you need to do is go into the bathroom and go straight into the medicine cabinet, right? And what you need to do is start popping them things like yummy in the tummy, am I right? And, the next day if you go to school and you feel yourself spazzing, don't worry, that's just the Lord telling you it's your time to go.
And